What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today you join me on a very hot day with another viewer's car. This is Murat's BMW X4M competition, and it is not stock. It is a Stage 1 Plus car, which means that it has around 630 horsepower and 770 Newton meters of torque. So that is a nice upgrade over the 510 horsepower and 600 Newton meters you get stock. It is a little bit faster than stock. Other than that, it is just a glorious X4M. So today I'm going to show you around it. We'll take a look at the spec, and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. So we've got I think this might be Toronto red with a lot of black accents, like in the front bumper, the grille, X4M badge over there as well. We've got these 21-inch wheels, 255 tires, Continental Sport Contact 6 on this car, and behind that we've got the perforated brakes for the X4M. We also have M-specific suspension. They spent 4.5 years developing this car, and nearly 5 years developing the S58 that debuted in this car. They really wanted this to be something special, and it is very capable. It's just that suspension, I think it's a bit too harsh, but we'll talk a bit more about that when we drive it. Side grille, mirrors, window surrounds, all in black. 265 tires at the rear. X4M competition badge, quad tailpipe exhaust, little spoiler, and a black diffuser for the X4M competition. I do think it's quite a handsome car. I mean, if you look at where we came from with these coupe SUVs, I think this is not bad looking. Nice rear lights, and I think the proportions are pretty good actually. Rear space is also not bad, even though you have these big M buckets. You actually have pretty decent head and leg room in the rear, so yeah, it's a nice family car. I think X3M will be a little bit more practical, of course, because of the roofline and has a bigger boot, but this is not bad. If you're into these coupe SUVs, this is still relatively practical, even though it's not that big. So, introduction of the S58, as I said, 510 horsepower, 600 Newton meters of torque, highly tunable, potential is massive. This is a Stage 1 Plus. I don't really know what that plus stands for, but 630 horsepower and 770 Newton meters of torque. Other than that, it's just an ECU tune. Other than that, I think it's completely stock. Beautiful carbon strut brace, but also more struts going on, strengthening underbody as well, to get this car as stiff as possible to make it handle like a BMW M. And then inside it is also a proper M, because those buckets are just gorgeous, and I love this spec in this gray with red. I think it's super cool. I've never seen it before. I think the introduction of the X4M was also this spec, so the red exterior with the gray interior and the red accents. Super nice, really like that. This is also the best steering wheel and gauge cluster. This is sort of where they left off. So this was all really good. Small iDrive screen with the best layout. It's just super easy to understand. It's not complicated. You have everything you need. Yeah, this is perfect. Steering wheel, great. Not too big, not too thick. M1, M2 pedals, it's just perfect. I don't know why they left off, why they decided that they should do something different. If you look at the G80, the first G80s also have this steering wheel, and then later on with the CS you got this big teddy thing which is massive, too thick, and you see that more and more. Bigger steering wheels, thicker, it's not what we want. Also, you still have a proper analog look for the digital dials, which is also great. So, valve in there. Sounds pretty decent. I've got M1 set up, so I can show you. M1 is everything in Sport Plus basically, except for the chassis and steering. So four-wheel drive Sport, DSC off, and then Sport Plus engine, Sport chassis, Sport steering, transmission and manual. I think this is the best setup. This gives you the ability to play around, and it's not the Sport Plus for the suspension is just too much. It's too harsh. Let me see if that caravan is going over here. No, we're going straight. Okay. We have some horses over there, but not on the other side, so I can give you some sound. It sounds pretty damn good. This is an OPF car. 2020 X4M was introduced. The competition. It has a lot of grip. It's also very hot out today, so yeah, it's hot tarmac, hot tire, it's going to grip. But I remember the X4M competitions to be a little bit more tail happy, and this even has a tune, so it's very, very grippy today. Launch control also has that. Stock 4.1 seconds, 0 to 100. Foot on the brake, and then traction control off. Gearbox in manual 3, like S3 mode, and then just foot on the brake, full throttle. Yeah, launch control. Builds boost. It's not the best launch control because it's still sort of bogs down first and then gives you full boost. But I did 3.8, I think, 3.79, 3.78, something like that. 3.8, something like that. So slightly faster than stock. And again, yeah, that suspension, it means that it does handle really well, and it does respond to your inputs very directly, which is great, but it does take away slightly from your daily usability, I think. This is personal. Some people don't really care about that, and they accept the fact that it's just harsh because they have an M car, and that's also fine. But for me, an SUV should still be usable as an SUV, and this feels way too harsh in Sport Plus, so that's why I keep it in Sport, even for sporty driving. Gearbox set of 8-speed, of course, also works really well. So it's kind of a weird driving experience, the X4 and X3M, because the suspension is so hard and stiff, but you still sit quite high up. It feels super strange because it doesn't really roll. You just turn it in. There we go. It's really been set up to be like an M car, but you sit higher up and you have a higher car, and it's quite incredible what they've been able to do at the expense of comfort, of course, but I mean, it is pretty damn amazing. Let's go to comfort for the Autobahn and see what that feels like. It's a little bit, it's slightly better, but mostly those like potholes and shorter irregularities that it feels very uncomfortable. But on Autobahn it's actually pretty okay. So 100 to 200 stock, I think we did a 9.4 and I did an 8.7 with this. But I have to say, again, it is very hot, so it's like 30 degrees, so that's not ideal for performance testing. But it's doing well. I mean, if that guy with the trailer wasn't that close to the truck, I probably would have hit 300. Brakes do overheat relatively quickly because you know you're going quite fast with a heavy car, but the performance is pretty good. Sound wise, there's a lot of fake sound coming through the speakers. When I revved it earlier, I thought, wow, it sounds pretty good actually, but when you drive it, you hardly hear that. You mostly hear a little bit of engine, a little bit of fake sound. I think, you know, it performs really well on the Autobahn. It's quick and, you know, it's comfy enough, but I think on a B road or on a mountain road, I think that's the power of this car, the USP, the fact that you can actually take 4 adults and a load of crap to whatever destination, and if you encounter some nice roads, then it really is very impressive to drive, just for an SUV, but also just in general. Like as a car, it's just a very impressive car to drive. Very little understeer. I mean, seriously, that is some proper speed. Super nice car. Murat, thank you for taking it to us. Really appreciate it. You've got a really cool car. Beautiful spec. Love that red with the gray. Super nice. I hope you enjoyed watching it too. Hope you enjoyed watching it on our channel. It's always good to have sort of an update drive, to drive the car again, to feel how it feels, especially with modern cars being, well, a lot different. This feels more analog suddenly, while I think when it came out, that's not really how we felt, so that's always cool. Thank you, Murat. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can check out this video, this playlist. See you at the next one. Bye.